Hello, my lovelies. Well, thought I'd give this review after going to see Nosferatu last night and give my thoughts on it. Of course, this is the Robert Eggers Nosferatu, not the Maranow 1922 classic style film. And I went to see it in IMAX, and I'll have something about that to say important about going to see it in IMAX. Well, the reason I went to see this film was twofold. One, I'm a huge fan of the original 1922 film. And also, as the trailers, it looked so atmospheric, so well done. Dulled colour, where it's got a blue, I don't know, a dark bluey cast to it or something like that. It looked very, very atmospheric, and the scenery looked wonderful. So I thought, I've got to go and see this film. Now, my first gripe, and it was only a couple of gripes I have with this film. Otherwise, everything I'll say about it is positive. Is I went to see it, as I said, in IMAX. I'd advise people save your money and go to see it on a regular standard screen. Because for the first 20 minutes, when I was watching it, I thought, why have they done this film in IMAX when it's clearly not filmed for IMAX? It's grainy. It was very grainy and noticeably grainy on IMAX. About 20 minutes in, I started thinking, wait a minute, is this intentional? I say it's a very atmospheric film, the way they've lit it and filmed it. And I thought, is this grainy effect supposed to give it an oldie-worldy mystery sort of feeling? If that was the intention, it didn't really work for IMAX, because when you go to see something in IMAX, you don't want to see grainy. Let's face it, you want to see top quality visuals. You don't want to see a grainy cast over a film. But I think they did it intentionally to make it look more atmospheric, which wasn't needed. Because one film it kept on reminding me of, lighting wise, was Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. It gave that sort of like bluish tinge, but did it much better than Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. The visuals, other than that, didn't disappoint. It was so atmospheric. I mean, they really did capture the sense of an early Victorian period. And it kept that up for the whole of the film. The atmosphere was absolutely wonderful in it. So visually, to get the atmosphere there, it's not a beautiful film. It's by no means a beautiful film, but it's not meant to be a beautiful film. But the gaslight, the shading on the faces, they really, I haven't researched on who actually did the lighting for this film, but they understood lighting perfectly. They just got everything right. The shadows, everything was in the right place. And I can't stress that enough. That's why I think people are saying this will most probably go down as a great piece of art, because visually it is, minus the grainy effect on it. But that's my personal gripe with it. The acting, two people were outstanding, and that was Lily Rose Depp as Ellen in the lead role. She was absolutely brilliant, and she was asked to do some difficult things, very difficult things. She pulled them off fantastic. Another person who was outstanding was Simon McBurney, he of Theatre de Complicity, as Hernock. He really took this role and made his own. Totally made his own. He was brilliant, absolutely brilliant in it. As for the other actors, they were good, but it came across like a Jane Austen novel written badly, in dialogue-wise, I mean. So I was aware they were acting. None more than Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok. Visually, breathtaking, stunning. This looks like someone that's been dead for a while. Let's put it this way, he does look like someone that's been dead for a while. The transformation is amazing, but the accent, all this, it was just too overdone. I thought, tone it down a bit, tone it down. You don't need to do it that over the top. Like bad acting. voice acting. That's where it came across as. So that personally spoilt it for me. But visually, as I say, fantastic. Another little gripe I have, and it's only a small gripe, is that the ship scene. The ship scene in the original Nosferatu in 1922 was very important, and they made it a major part of the film. In this, it only lasts for a short while, and that's a problem with it because it looked so brilliant. The ship scene looked so fantastic in this film. Brilliant. Yet they didn't stretch it out. I wish they would have stretched that out. Or they could have played with that so much to get the atmosphere going. But sadly, they didn't extend that scene as much as they should have. Also, the scenes in the abandoned building that Count Orlok purchases, you only get a couple of glimpses of that, and it is a couple of glimpses, I should say. As for the ending, it surpassed the original 1922 silent film, which is a big ask to surpass that. I won't spoil the ending, but let's put it this way. You know the ending if you've seen the silent film. It's true to the silent film, but more believable than the silent film. And I thought that the ending was extremely impressive, the way they ended it. They could have gone another way with it, but they didn't. They ended it more realistic, and it leaves an image in your head, which is very, very powerful. But my overview of it is this. Definitely 100% go to see it. Be wary about going to see it in IMAX or any of these big formats, because I think you might feel cheated that you paid that money for premium visuals and you're getting the grainy effect. Whether it's intentional or not, I think it was intentional. But definitely it is a film that will stand out there as a great film. And I'd say it's definitely up there as one of the best out there. I mean, it says it's 2024, but in the UK, it's 2025, isn't it? So I think in the UK, it will definitely go down as one of the best, if not the best, film of 2025. Let's put it this way. It's going to take something absolutely spectacular to top this film, for atmosphere at least. But yeah, definitely worth going to see, my lovelies. I'll leave it at that.